they did the right thing because they knew they might lose anyway. And if you're going to lose, you might as well be able to look yourself in the mirror for the rest of the time. And I think Heidi Heitkamp did that, and we should applaud her and we should help her because she still has a shot to win this thing. And it would be one, she should be rewarded for doing the right thing. And two, it would be an important political lesson to Democrats going forward that if she can win this race, that there is value in doing the right thing, not the politically spinning thing, trying to win the argument as opposed to avoid the argument, which too often red state Democrats try to do.
And I will say, too, when you look back at that Affordable Care Act vote, a lot of people who took a vote for the Affordable Care Act did end up losing, some Democrats. But some Democrats who voted against the Affordable Care Act in the House, some of the blue dogs, they lost, too. It wasn't necessarily true that the politics of voting for it or against it weren't necessarily clear in the context of an overall wave election where Democrats got crushed. Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you're in a similar situation here where were there no Kavanaugh vote, were there no Kavanaugh controversy, Heidi Heitkamp is favored to lose that race.
Right.
Like just because it's North Dakota and she won in a presidential election year where Democrats tend to do better. And so now we're in a midterm and it's North Dakota, and states like North Dakota have become even more polarized in the Trump era because it's a pretty homogenously white state. And so she might have lost anyway. So you just don't know.
Yeah.
And we don't know what would have happened here either way. And so you got to just do the right thing because you live the day after election, win or lose, and you should feel good about your time in office.
Yeah. Now let's turn to two Democratic Senate candidates who ultimately supported Kavanaugh's nomination: West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin and Tennessee's Phil Bredesen. Manchin said that he had reservations about his vote because of the accusations and because of Kavanaugh's temperament, but found him to be a qualified jurist. That was a quote. As for Bredesen, he said that the allegations against Kavanaugh, quote, didn't rise to the level of being disqualifying. Dan, why do you think they voted this way?
Well, I think in some cases we look at red state Democrats and we presume, and I've worked for a lot of red state Democrats, that they are true progressives who, were they in bluer states, would feel more comfortable being progressive, right? They kind of sand the edges down. They make a bargain with themselves to get by in these red states. You're going to have to do a couple things you don't really like, or not do some things you want to do in order to continue to be in the Senate and ensure the Democrats control the Senate. Because the most important vote that any House or Senate member makes is for the leader, right?
Yeah.
And for whether Nancy Pelosi or